they'll have, on the 42-inch uppers, you'll have 4 clips. The 32-inch or the 30-inch uppers will have 2. Center the thing on. Those will be your first panels you use. So I stack them beside of it. These will have 3 shelves. And with those 3 shelves, I don't put my shelves in my cabinets before I take them out to delivery. I actually stack all of the shelves with corresponding orders together. And then as I'm loading up, I put all my shelves in my sink bays and take them to the job and stack them in there where they're not sliding around everywhere. But that way I don't have to take them back out to install the cabinets.
That makes sense.
It's easier to not put these in, and I'll show you how I do the shelf clips. So, and that's your top and your bottom panel. I open up my screws, and in that package they sent extra clips. Sometimes they'll do this to you. They'll send you a full set of clips. You don't need these. If they're on here, you won't need those if they're already on there. So yeah. But I take my shelf clips and I'll either get I get like a Ziploc bag, like a larger one, like a 1 gallon Ziploc bag, and I'll label it, the job name. And as I'm building that set, I put all the shelf clips together. That way they go back with the job. So I just label that, or you can put them back in this box and throw them in the cabinet that it's for. Either way. All your screws here. All these little gold screws are for those clips. You won't need those. The only types of screws you'll need if these clips are on here are your silver screws and the long screws. So go ahead and get those separated. Here. The prep for assembly is your longer process. The long screws you'll need, but these tiny ones we won't. We'll put them with those guys right there. There you go. Okay, side panels. Same thing with the clips. You have 4 of them on this cabinet. You've got 4 L clips on the face frame. You will line them up. I go one at a time, because this is plywood, so it's going to have a little bit of bow, and then knock them down in there, make sure it's secure. Glue beforehand, of course, the same as before. Take glue and run down that channel, and the same on that channel. Get your side panels. 1, 2, 3. This one here we go, perfect. This one's a little bit thin. So, we're going to loosen it up. Take that out. I'll hold on to that screw because it goes back into there, but I'll leave it loose. Get it back on here. And then go. Make sure you're flush on your top and your bottom all the way around. Now that that's in the proper place, we'll put this screw back in here. I've got an attachment for this that actually makes that easy, but we'll get 4 of the same. These are always your clip screws. On every cabinet, these are your clip screws, and that's it. You put those 4 in this side, and the same thing on the other side. And occasionally some of these clip screws right here are loose. As you're putting these in, you'll just tighten those up. One more for the other. Do the same thing over there. Okay, now your back panels are over here. Grab one of them for you, and I'm going to do this where you can see it better. Take your glue, just take my glue and my squeeze bottle, run me a line down through there, run a line down through there, and then across this dadoed out channel as well. Take this right here, and slide it in that, let it come down to there. Take this, take that screw out, loosen that screw. That screw, loosen that one, and that loosens these clips up right here to where that one over there, that one, and just put your, if you can get this, put that right back in the same hole, goes in, there we go. Take the pan head screws from there. You want to make sure that you're below this dadoed out channel right here, because your back panel slides in that. And that will make sure that this is all the way down into the cabinet. Your pan heads. And in there. And get your bit back. Now it's the same exact thing on this side. Glue and run down there, and there. Like that. You can loosen these screws before you put it in there. I'll just do it right here. Drop back down in there. Same thing. Same process here. And this cabinet's almost done. But there we go. They did send quite a few extra pan heads this time. Alright. That, set that down there, take our back panel. Now with this, I don't use too much glue, because when you put glue in this back panel, it'll rake it out and slide out. This one gets screwed down very securely, so I typically slide it in these channels right here. And that's the cabinet right there. You'll line these up flush, and the long screws that come with the kit right here, you have pre-drilled countersink holes. Start on one corner, flush. This is a little off, so you'll pull it up flush and screw it down. And this side should be good. You want to check it though, and you don't want to sink these too far. They'll be sticking out in the inside of the cabinet. And that's how you build one of the upper cabinets. In this case, we're getting glass doors. I would typically, if I'm taking them to a job, I would take the cabinet there just like this, and then install the glass doors there, so you don't have to worry about any type of damage in transit. But to show how easy it is to change these doors, we're going to go ahead and just put the glass doors on. We got 2 screws on each side. Leave that one slightly in. That comes right off. Just like that. And all your screws are right there. Not sure if the glass doors have these hinges or not. So I'll leave it on the door. And you can save those for, you know, serving platters at your next company barbecue. I'll put it over here. A good, you know, 3-inch putty knife takes these boxes apart pretty easily. That glue joint. Or you can cut it like I did. That cabinet. So you just take your putty knife and stick down here, break it out. Now, box number 2.
Nothing like shipping a box with a box in it.
Absolutely. Hopefully there's another box inside here. I feel like one of those little Russian dolls. Alright, glass door. It does come with hinges. But being that you already have hinges,
They're just giving them away.
you can hold on to them. This is always done more better with a hand, but it can be done by yourself. And the way I would do that, you slide it over where the door is setting on the table. Sorry, where the door can be sitting on the table with the cabinet. Just hinges slide right in. You've got a screw. Wood in it at the top. I usually put one in the top. One. The holes are already pre-drilled, so just put all your screws in.
Incognito.
We will slide the cabinet over. You don't want to slide it too far because now that weight is more on that side of the cabinet. But just enough to where you can catch some of the table. And the bigger table is always helpful. So, same thing. Slide this in here and here. Get it started. Goes right on to the screw. These cabinets, they're easy, but they're really good quality cabinets after they're built, especially with the use of the glue, the I-beams and the corner clips. These are solid eucalyptus right here. This brand right here, this exact cabinet is a solid eucalyptus one. So it's a really hard wood, and the quality of that grain, I love it. It's beautiful. There's that one. Check to make sure that your doors are shutting good, and your door bumpers now. There. And the same thing here. Always give that area just a little wipe with my finger to get any kind of residual manufacturing dust off of it or anything like that. And then there's the upper cabinets. Put them in the cabinet, and it comes with it, or put them in a large bag for the whole job. You want me to show you that real quick? Like, you want to tighten this up, and then be it. You see how this got a gap here?
Mm-hmm.
To get that, like after you install the cabinets, this adjust the cabinet in and out that way or that way. You want to get this gap here. A standard screwdriver is easier to do this with, so you don't have to fight the torque of the drill, but you can do it with this. Just kind of adjust it until you get closer. And that looks like a good line, just like you would have in a standard door. And you can up and down and in and out. Up and down, and the hinges are labeled. They'll have like a diagram on it right there. That one takes the cabinet in and out, and this one moves it up and down to where you can line the doors up.
Perfect.